Supply chain management. What is supply chain?
Supply chain, it is the sequence of organization, their facilities and function and activities that are involved in producing and delivering a product or service. Supply chain is sometimes referred to as a value chain, a term that reflects the concept that value is added as goods and services progress through the chain. Supply or value chains typically comprise separate business organization rather than just a single organization. Supply chain, a network between a company and its supplier to produce and distribute a specific product to the final buyer. It includes different activities, people, entities, information, and resources.
The food production chain.
The food production chain deals with many steps that are necessary while going from agricultural raw materials to food products in supermarket or other store. The food production chain includes aspects from processing, distribution, consumer, purchase.
The food supply chain.
A food supply chain is the product that all food products go through from production all the way through consumption. The food supply chain is thus a hugely important step in how you safely consume and understand the food you eat.
What is supply chain management?
Supply chain management refers to the management of one product or services entire manufacturing flow, from raw materials to delivery of the finished product to the customers. The goal of supply chain management is to match supply to demand as effectively and efficiently as possible.
What is logistics management?
It is defined as art and science of obtaining, producing, and distributing material and product in proper place and in proper quantities. Logistics management, it is an art of supply chain management which is the plans, implements, and controls the efficient, effective forward flow and reverse flow and storage of goods, services, cash, and information between the point of origin and the point of consumption in order to submit the customer required. Various flows in supply chain management. The purpose to design a supply chain is to structure the main three flows, namely, first, product and services flow, second, information flow, and third, the finance flow. Product and services flow. The flow of goods or services are always in a forward direction, ensuring better customer service, superior value, greater market coverage, and increased market share. Information flow. The second important flow of supply chain management is flow of information. Without supply chain cannot work in an effective manner. Flow of information is in both ways, forward and background flow. Forward flow of information includes availability of goods, transportation and distribution advice, invoice information, etc. Background information flow includes feedback from customers, timing and place of delivery of goods, changes required in product, etc. Any delay or lapse in flow of information may increase costs of production and create imbalance in supply chain. Finance flow. Another important flow in supply chain is flow of cash, which is an important element for the survival of any business. Finance or cash flow is in backward direction from customer to manufacturer, from retailer to wholesaler, or from wholesaler to manufacturer.
Key aspects of supply chain
The
management.
key aspects of supply chain management or SCM are first is determining appropriate levels of outsourcing. It considers project level that discrete aspects of a project are outsourced, the program level that the different projects in a program are outsourced, and the division level that the entire operation of division is outsourced. Second, so the managing procurement, also referred to as the source to settle process. It encompasses the evaluation, selection and creation of formal contractual agreements, as well as the managing the company's ongoing supplier relationships. Third is managing suppliers. It is the process of assessing supplier performance, defining and setting expectations for quality and delivery, and maintaining supplier relationships. So the fourth is managing customers' relationship. It is a process in which a business or other organization administers its interactions with customers, typically using data analysis to study large amount of information. Lastly is being able to quickly identify problems and respond to them. So next is the example of farm-to-market supply chain. First, agriculture is food supplied by arable, horticultural, livestock, and dairy farms. Second, the industry enforces quality checks and food standards. Also, undertakes processing. Third is the distributors. The food reaches consumers through distributors. Supermarket allow consumers to have a choice and compare products. So the last is the consumer.
Trends affecting supply chain.
The trends affecting supply chain, design, and management. The number one is measuring supply chain ROI. This enables managers to incorporate economics into outsourcing and other decisions, giving them a rational basis for managing their supply chains. And the second one is greening the supply chain. This generating interest of variety of reasons, including corporate responsibility, regulations, and public pressure. For example, is reducing pollution and choosing green suppliers. And the third one is re-evaluating outsourcing. This is a second chance looking at outsourcing, especially global suppliers. For example, lower labor cost, freeing up capital to devote to other needs. And the fourth one is integrating IT. This produces real-time data that can enhance strategic planning and help business to control cost and measure quality and productivity, responds quickly to the problems, and improve supply chain operations. And the fifth one is adopting lean principles. This improves the performance of their supply chains. For example, it can easily eliminate traditional supply chain. In other words, eliminate non-value-added process, improving product flow by using pull system. And the sixth one is managing risk. This develops strategic to manage risk. For example, risk avoidance, risk reduction, and risk transfer. The first step to manage risk is to identify potential risk. Supply chain risk include supply chains distribution, or the national disaster and supplier problems. And the second one is the quality issues, or the another form of disruption that may disrupt supplies and lead to product recalls, liability claims, and negative publicity, and loss of control of sensitive information. If supplies divulge sensitive information to competitors, it can weaken firm competitive position.